Thanks for tuning in to CSRA Kids. I'm Brandy, and we're going to be doing our Ask the Expert series. We're going to be talking with Brenda Dansby of Remax Partners, and we're going to be talking about listing your home. What you should do in the beginning, what are the do's and the don'ts of your home when you are listed, and what is the process when you are crossing the finish line and you're ready to sell. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great conversation. I'm sitting here with Brenda Dansby from Remax Partners. Hi, how are you today?
I am great. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm so glad you came.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes. So I know you have lived in Georgia your whole life.
Correct?
Have you lived in Augusta your whole life?
Yes. I'm a native of Augusta.
Okay. How many times have you been to the Masters?
Oh, gosh. Numerous, especially when I was younger.
Okay. Do you still go now?
No.
Oh, man. That's a shame.
I actually rent my house out.
Oh, do you?
And go on a nice vacation.
Oh, well, that's fun. I have a couple of friends who do that, and they make a lot of money, and they go on vacation with the money, and, you know, they don't like flipping the house and stuff like that, but, you know, hey, in order to go on Disney vacation, I'll let whoever
Absolutely, yeah.
go sleep in the house. So today we're talking about listing your home. You know, we always talk about selling your house, about buying houses, you know, but there's some things that people do need to learn when they're interested in listing their home, and you're our expert of the day. So we're going to ask you just a few questions and kind of, you know, get your feedback on what we should be thinking about in terms of, you know, listing our home when we're ready to move on to the next thing. So what are the benefits of listing with an agent?
When you list with an agent, it goes into the multiple listing service, and then it syndicates out to other websites such as realtor.com. So actually you are getting the maximum exposure you could get.
So it's kind of like a marketing thing. You guys are handling the marketing of the house versus if somebody was to do it on their own, they wouldn't have that kind of backing.
Absolutely. So someone in Washington State, when you list with a realtor, they would have information on that house.
Okay. So we wouldn't have to worry about going out there and putting our houses on these different websites and stuff like that. That'd be something that you would handle.
Yeah, we are on probably between 50 and 60 websites.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That's really great because, you know, you want people to see as
yes.
as you can. So, okay. So once I make the decision to list and I'm ready to go, what would be my next step in terms of contacting a realtor? What would be the next thing that I would do?
You would contact a realtor, and then you would meet with that realtor, and she would go over some things, or she or he would go over some things in the house that you would need to do or not do. The house might be in pristine condition already. And then the realtor would go over the listing agreement, and we have some forms that have to go with a contract. So at that point, we get you to fill those forms out, which is a seller's disclosure that discloses everything about the property that you know.
Okay.
And then there's a community association amendment that if your neighborhood is a member of an association, that you would fill that out at that time also. Then we would go back to the office and either put it in the multiple listing service that day or the next day.
Okay. So you're saying that the turnaround period for the time that I talk to you to the time that it goes live is what, a few days? Okay.
Yep.
So another question that I have for you is, what should I expect from my listing agent? You know, what is their part versus my part?
Okay, well, you should expect your agent to be in contact with you at all times.
Okay.
When the house is being shown, of course, the agent would make an appointment with you. And then after it's shown, then the agent would get feedback from the other agent and let you know what people are saying about the property.
Okay. So I know sometimes when you're looking at houses, there's other agents that can take their client to see the house that's listed too, but I would still continue to work with you, not that other agent.
Correct. All appointments are made through me.
Okay.
So
anybody that sees the house, they would have to contact you directly, and then you would take them out to see the house along with the other agent.
No, that's not the way it works.
I'm asking
That's all right. If you're another agent besides the listing agent, then you would contact the listing agent, make an appointment to see the house.
Okay.
The listing agent does not accompany you if somebody else is showing it.
Okay.
That kind of makes the buyer feel a little uneasy if somebody else is in the house. They don't feel like they can walk around and tour the home or ask questions about it freely.
Okay, I understand. So I know some people might be wary of a lot of people coming in, especially if they're still living there. They might be a little wary of different people coming in and out of their house all the time. You know, what are some things that kind of people can put themselves at ease, you know, as far as having people coming in their house all the time?
Well, you would always know when it's being shown. And if you felt like that the house had been entered without having an appointment, there's a way that we can program our lockbox and find out who's been in the house.
Okay.
Nobody can, you know, we have a key that lets us, you know, get into the house. Nobody has it but realtors.
Okay. So when I put my house on the market and I'm listing with the agent that I'm with, what should be like the time period that I should be like, okay, I feel like the house is being seen enough? Is that a time period be something that I would discuss with the agent?
Absolutely. And it varies from neighborhood to neighborhood as far as the days on the market.
Okay, so say if you're like in a typical, you know, cookie cutter type of neighborhood,
right?
You know, what would be like a turnaround time for a neighborhood like that?
Probably 3 to 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and it could definitely be less.
Definitely.
It's just according to what the market is at the.
What are some factors that would contribute to the house not selling quickly?
If it was not maintained right, if it was overpriced.
Okay.
We don't want to overprice it, but we don't want to underprice it either. We want it to be at the market price. And if there's odors in the home, you know, that...
nobody wants stinky dogs.
No. And if you do have pets, you need to get those beds and dog bowls out of the way and make the house smell fresh.
Okay. And I know that we'll talk about that a little bit later in our next video. We'll talk about the do's and don'ts of, you know, listing your home, you know, the little things that we do that we don't think that are a big deal, but they're a huge deal to people that are walking through the home. So we'll talk about a little bit about that later. So there's so many realtors out here. Everybody and their mom is a realtor.
Amen.
What can I do to make sure that I pick the right realtor for me?
You want to pick someone that is honest, that has integrity. You want to pick somebody that is able to get along with other realtors because more than likely it's going to be another realtor that brings a contract. So you want them to have good rapport.
Okay. So not all realtors play nice with each other.
Well, very few.
Very few.
Yeah.
Okay. What can people expect if they decide to list with you yourself personally?
We have a checklist that we go through, and so that we do not miss anything. Okay. So we want to make sure that everything goes through smoothly.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
My career started in 1985.
Okay, so you've been doing this a long time.
Yes, I have.
And this is something that you enjoy doing?
Yes, I love real estate.
Okay, well, awesome. Do you sell houses on the South Carolina side too, or just Georgia?
I'm licensed in Georgia and South Carolina.
Okay, awesome, because, you know, we are a bi-state area, so people on the other side are looking, and we're growing like crazy, so I know people...
North Augusta is growing in leaps and bounds.
And especially being so close to the base as well, a lot of people are always coming and going, so they definitely want to check you out when they're wanting to list their home. Awesome.
Sounds good.
So what we're going to do is, for our next video, we're going to talk about the do's and the don'ts of home buying. So we're going to walk through this beautiful home that is actually for sale right now, and we're going to go through and we're going to talk about what not to do when you're listing your home as far as presentation is concerned.
All righty.
Okay.